it is time to continue the epic story of Gothic 1. Last time I was around, this demon here tested me, and I've passed the test. And now we get to meet Zardas. Bunch of potions. Very good. Oh, come on. There.
Who dares to disturb me in my studies?
My name is...
I don't wish to know your name. It's insignificant. All that matters is that you're the first person in years to have solved my golem's riddles.
Ah.
Have there been any other visitors?
Not many. And when they began to annoy me, I confronted them with one of my supernatural creatures.
You enjoy being on your own, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Look at this guy. He has an enormous library. That creates an impression, if anything else.
I was sent by Saturus. We need your help. The Magicians of Water plan to use their big ore mound.
The ore mound is not the solution.
It isn't?
No.
All the Magicians of Fire are dead. Gomez had them assassinated.
That does not surprise me. Those foolish barbarian butchers in the castle, especially Gomez, were never to be trusted. Caristo and the other magicians elected their own hangman when they helped Gomez to usurp the power.
The so-called Sleeper is said to be an evil archdemon. That's what the Brotherhood in the swamp found out. Now the Magicians of Water believe that everybody in the colony is in great danger.
There is a greater danger than anyone within the barrier could possibly imagine.
If the explosion of the ore mound doesn't avert the great danger...
Forget the ore mound. Its power won't open the barrier. If Caristo and Saturus hadn't wasted their time fighting over foolish and vain issues throughout the past years, they'd all know what I know now.
Which is?
None of the 12 magicians ever stopped to wonder why the formation of the barrier got beyond their control, or why it assumed such gigantic proportions.
Did you find out why that happened?
Well, one thing is certain. The answer lies deep beneath the Orc Town.
The Orc Town?
Orcs are not animals, as many people think. Their culture is as old as the human culture. A few centuries ago, 5 Orc Shaman invoked a very old archdemon, which they hoped would give their clan the power to defeat their enemies.
This archdemon, was it the Sleeper?
The Orcs gave him that name much later. But I won't tell you why they did it, or why they are now terrified by the supernatural creature.
Why not?
I believe you could be... No. To be really sure, you'll have to perform another task.
Which task?
Listen carefully. The Orcs have exiled one of their shamans from the town.
Why have they exiled him?
The dying Orc warrior was no longer able to answer that question when he was interrogated by one of my demons.
What does this Orc Shaman have to do with my task?
He'll tell you the rest of the story about the Sleeper.
An Orc Shaman is hardly likely to be keen on talking to me.
Do you want me to help you or do you not?
Well, yes, but...
Then never question my words again. Find the shaman. He's not on good terms with his brothers in the Orc Town, so he may listen to you before turning you into a living torch.
Very comforting. Where is this exiled shaman?
Go to the old citadel in the east. You can't miss it. It's on top of a high mountain, which can be seen from a distance.
Can you just enter it?
They call it the old citadel, but there's hardly anything left of it other than the foundation walls. It's been a ruin for many decades.
I will get the answers from this shaman.
My servant has already given you a teleportation rune for the pentagram 1 floor below. That will make it easier for you to get back here later.
I'm seeking magic knowledge.
Ah, there we are. Death to the undead. Very useful room. Okay, we do not need this anymore. We don't need this, we don't need that. We can sell the swords of the guards. There. Light, healing, fireball, ball lightning. Oh. There. This is Ardas, the fabled necromancer, and the symbol on the front of his robe, that little white symbol, that's the symbol of Beliar. Let's go and find that Orc Shaman. So, the plans of the water mages have been in vain, according to Zardes. He insists that the magic barrier cannot be destroyed through the explosion of the ore mound. And he's being very forceful about this too. Like, hey, if you want me to help you, do not ever question my words again, and do as I say. Alright. And from the way he looks, it is apparent that he is blind. Oh! Temple Orc Warrior. Well, hello there, buddy.
Oh, thanks, stranger. Bad orcs want kill me. Old brothers, today enemies.
Apparently, orcs can talk.
Who are you?
Name Urshak. Be son of the spirit. People call Shaman.
How do you know our language?
Urshak be slave of humans in mine. Run away. Happened many winters ago.
You were a slave in the mine? Which mine?
Mine be on the village in Hollow.
Why do your brothers fight you?
Urshak in disfavor. They smirch creed in Krushak. Believe Krushak bad demon.
Kushak.
What does Krushak mean?
Humans call sleep.
You mean sleeper?
Yes, humans say sleeper.
What do you know about the sleeper?
Be 5 brothers. Be many winters ago. Be sons of spirit, like Urshak.
You mean 5 shaman?
Call Krushak. One defeat clan of enemy. 5 brothers then build temple under earth for Krushak.
A subterranean temple for the sleeper? That's what Zardos must have meant when he spoke about the entrance being in the Orc Town. What happened in the underground temple?
Brothers that give heart to Krushak. But Krushak be bad. Krushak curse all who build temple. Brothers have no heart. Be dead and live. Be both. Krushak now have heart of brothers. Heart now be power for Krushak.
What happened to the workers who built the temple?
Krushak curse all. Workers too. Be all dead and live. Both at same time.
Didn't the orcs at the surface do anything about it?
They seal temple. Brothers today worship Krushak. Krushak gets sacrifice, so no become bad. Urshak think sacrifice bad thing. I said Krushak bad. Brothers no want to hear. Brothers say Urshak go. Brothers hit Urshak.
I need to enter the underground temple. Can you take me there?
Urshak say thanks to stranger. Stranger save Urshak. But entry of temple be home. Urshak home no can go.
I see. You mean they won't let you go back into the Orc Town? Well, looks like I'll have to fight my way through.
Brothers home very strong. Brothers be very many. Stranger no go. Many warriors. Stranger die. Other sons of spirit home. Stranger make fire. Then stranger die.
Okay, but I have to find a way into the temple.
Urshak no way. Stranger wear ulumulu.
Ulumulu? What's an ulumulu?
Be sign of friendship. Brothers respect ulumulu. Stranger wear ulumulu. Then stranger no die.
Let's go get the Olomulo.
Where can I get this ulumulu?
Stranger go see friend of Urshak. Friend of Urshak kill ulumulu. Stranger wear ulumulu. Then stranger no die.
Yeah, I have the no die bit all right, but where can I find your friend?
Friend of Urshak is mine of humans. Friend no run away with Urshak. Friend be ill then.
Friend will go and get the Olomulo.
Were you held in the free mine?
Urshak prisoner in mine under village in Hollow. Urshak think people call so.
Thanks for your help.
Urshak say thanks to stranger. Stranger save Urshak. Stranger now friend of Urshak. Friend take present. Take Urshak Talisman. Talisman protect from breath of fire lizard. Urshak can no go home. Urshak now live here. Friend come when need help.
I may take you up on your offer.
Alright. Made a friend? Friend name is Urshak. And we gotta go get the Olomulo. This guy looks so cool. And that's the Orc Talisman, which is incidentally the same kind of talisman that Milton was looking for. There's this one little tidbit. Let's refill our life bar after this fight with the Orc Templar warriors. They wrecked us quite a bit. Press that switch button. Oh! Oh! Huh. Secret. Man, I wonder. I really wonder what will they do? The THQ Nordic, I mean. What will they do with the setting? Dun 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 dun. What of you? I wonder, maybe if I shoot, something will happen. No? No more secrets? I just saw this thing on the symbol, and I thought maybe shooting it will do something special. But yeah, that's the location of the first Chromanin. Oh, come on. Really? I fell on the ground and I'm laying there. The character doesn't want to get up. Come on, buddy. You're not dead. Oh, man. Well, I suppose falling like 10 feet down, smack on your face, is not conducive for your health and well-being, is it? Well, I'm definitely not dead. But he doesn't want to get up. So I'll just reload. Alright, never mind. Well, that's quite the twist as far as the story goes. Apparently, there is an Orc Town into which we gotta go in order to find the sleeper. The sleeper apparently exists. But that sleeper is indeed a very dangerous entity. So that letter that we have read the letter that was sent to Zardas by the Magicians of Fire, turns out that their worries were founded. They were not baseless, and now something is happening in that underground Orc temple. And it threatens much.
I have the answers from the Orc Shaman.
Well, then report.
The 5 Orc Shaman that invoked the sleeper built him an underground temple. His entrance is in the Orc Town.
That's right.
Ungrateful as he was, he tore out their hearts and condemned them and the workers to an eternal existence as undead creatures.
Very good, very good.
The orcs locked the temple and started making sacrifices to appease the demon.
Have you found a way to enter the temple?
Yes, there's an orc who...
No details. Go to the underground temple. There you'll find the only way to destroy the barrier.
I don't understand.
Didn't you call on me to help with the destruction of the barrier?
That's right, but...
Then go. A lot of time has already been wasted. Go into the underground temple to find the answer.
I'm seeking magic knowledge.
We can summon a demon. Summon skeletons and summon golem. Well, we can buy the scrolls, that is. So Zardes was testing us, apparently. I've met Zardes at long last, but the meeting was very different from what I had expected. He wasn't interested in the Ore Mountain at all, but told me the first part of the Sleeper's history. I don't know what to tell Saturus about the course of the conversation. Ah! There we go. The game actually crashed. I attempted to teleport to Satura. Well, maybe it crashed, maybe it didn't. I'll wait for a few more seconds. But this is the this is the teleport issue that I was mentioning earlier in the playthrough. Yeah. Prior to this, I could teleport to the Magicians of Water, no problem. And now, for some reason, the game crashes. But no fear. Let's just reload it, and we're going to have to run to the new camp instead of teleporting there. It's very unfortunate, but we gotta do what we gotta do. The teleports are starting to fail us, sadly. Ah, Ronan! Welcome back. I just recently began streaming. Good morning. I don't know what time zone you're in, but it is morning.
I have the...
What? That... Have you... No, did... Then...
Yeah. My game just crashed, and apparently I can no longer teleport to the Magicians of Water with no problems. If I attempt to use the rune, the game does not cooperate. So I have to run to the new camp. Oh, the important thing is that we got the Chroman in. Acrobatics does not prevent fall damage. But it makes you travel faster, Ronin says. It depends. Alright. Ronan says creatures blocking attacks is so annoying. Well, if creatures could not block, well, well, it is. I think you're right in terms of the fact that it's a block. But if they weren't, some of the creatures could not block the attacks. The fights would be easy. The fights would be very simple. This actually makes it challenging. Alright. Let's move on. Alright. And it's not that far to the new camp. We also get to take in the view of the Orc lands during the daytime. And this is the entrance to the Orc Town, right here. Looks very cool. Ronan says the colony is actually quite small. It's... well, in terms of its size, if you're comparing it with contemporary games, that may be. But if you think about the amount of content that we get, if you think about how much we actually get to do inside of the barrier, we get to do quite a bit. We get a lot of game time. Actually, there is very little downtime that you get if you run around, and to some people, killing a random scavenger or a mole rat is it might become trivial, but I'm not that way. Well, if the true, but a lot of game time is just traveling, well, because you are alright. Just traveling is if you sit and you don't do anything at all, right? I'm running around whacking monsters, throwing fireballs at them and such. To me, that is not just traveling. To me, that's adventuring.
Hang on.
Besides, I am at a point where my character is like really, really beefy. I think the experience of walking around the same colony but being super strong is just a different experience in itself. That process of going through the same location and being able to do the same things but much, much easier. Yeah, Ronan, believe me, if the crash was not happening, I would definitely use the teleport scroll. But unfortunately, it is happening. So I have to make do.
Have you spoken to Zardus?
The whole thing's not the way you think.
What do you mean? He needs to find a way how to blow up the ore mound.
The ore mound, it's grown very high.
Find Zardus. He needs the help.
Well, that failed.
I'm glad you come. I've been expecting you.
You've been expecting me? Why?
Gorn asked me to send you to him as soon as you arrived.
What's up?
He has a plan to free the occupied mine.
Is he still guarding the entrance to the mine?
Yes, please see him as soon as possible.
Alright then.
I'm glad you've joined us.
Thank you.
If you're injured, I will heal you.
Thank you, Riordian. I'm downloading For Honor now because I want to play the combat system. I have not looked at the game For Honor, Ronan. Not sure what it is, but the Total Biscuit emote tells me there is something fishy about what you're saying.
You're just in time. We're preparing our counterattack. Taking back the free mine is the first step.
You're planning to retake it with just 4 men? Where are all the mercenaries?
A frontal attack is no good. Gomez's people are too well entrenched for that. But we could run a stealth mission, eliminating one man after another. That could work. Lee asked me to give you a message. As a magician of the Circle of Water and an experienced fighter, you have been chosen to carry out this mission. I'll go with you. Together we can make it.
Alright then.
The first step? What will be the second?
As soon as the mine is ours again, we'll start looking for the mountain pass that Gomez's people used in the raid. When the pass is closed, the situation will be under control again.
I see. Why me of all people?
You've already proved more than once that you can be brave and clever at the same time. Besides, you know the old camp and the guards better than most of us. You are the best man for this difficult job.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's go and teach the unwelcome guests of the mine a lesson.
I didn't expect you to say anything else. Here, take this key. It opens the gatehouse in front of the entrance to the mine. Let's fight.
Let's fight.
Oh, I nearly forgot. The rogue wolf wants to talk to you urgently before we leave for the mine.
Then I'd better go there now.
You do that. I'll wait for you right here.
Greetings.
Greetings. Alright. It is time for us to learn one-handed sword level 2. Let's become a master of one-handed sword fighting.
Teach me how to handle one-handed weapons more skillfully.
Okay, you know the basics. Holding the weapon lower down will put more force into your first strike. Use the swing, remember? Now you need to use your body more. When you've struck twice, spin around. That'll confuse the opponent and put you in an excellent position. Then bring your blade across from right to left once more. And back to the front. Don't forget, practice makes perfect. So get going and become a real master of the art of one-handed fighting.
Well, thank you, Cord. Ronan says, who's your favorite character in Gothic? Or asks, rather. Are you talking about the Gothic teaser that recently came out? Or are you talking about Gothic 1, Gothic 2, and Gothic 3? Are you talking about the original, or... Which Gothic? Obviously Gothic 1 and or 2. Alright. Well. A favorite character. Obviously the protagonist. Because it's me. But alright, fine. Zardas. If I am to take you know, the protagonist out of the picture, then Zardas. Okay, now, when we learn mastery over one-handed swords, the difference is, well, you can see that now we're holding the swords like the way some of the fighters do, but when you hold a weapon like this, then, or when a character holds a weapon like this when it's drawn, that means they have gained mastery over it. And one of the differences between holding a weapon like this and when you are simply trained, you attack slightly faster, and the full combo also looks different. The full combo becomes this: 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the full combo. You actually spin around now, and you can attack a little faster. Why is Zardas my favorite character? Two-hander level 2 glitch. No, I do not. I may have... Well, okay, if you're talking about... I don't know if you're talking about Gothic 1 or Gothic 2. I think there is a glitch in Gothic 2. But, I don't know if I will be learning two-handed fighting. I haven't decided yet, I should say. Oh, for those people who have not played Gothic 1 and are curious,
hello.
If you wish to learn level two-handed fighting in Gothic 1, you must be a master of one-handed fighting. And the two-handed swords level, or the first level of training with two-handed weapons, I should say, it costs 30 skill points in order to be trained, and in order to be a master you need 40 skill points. But I'm going to save those skill points, these 40 skill points, because I need them for something else.
You have to watch what you tell people.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Ronan. If you're talking about the fact that if you time your attacks correctly, then you hit enemies 2 or 3 times really quickly and they can't block it. Yeah, I know about that one. But you have to time it right.
Gorn said you wanted to talk to me urgently.
I'm glad you dropped by before you left.
Before I go where?
Before you go to visit the not-so-free mine.
What's up?
I've had an idea how to produce a completely new armor.
Oh, and how's that?
The mine crawler's armor plates are the hardest material I know. I don't mean the small, harmless specimens found in Gomez's buried mine. No, not them. There's a far more dangerous kind in our mine. The armor of these beasts is nearly impenetrable. If you could bring me some of these armor plates, I could try to make armor from them.
Ah.
And you're telling me without wanting anything for yourself?
Not exactly. If I manage to make good armor from these plates, I will. Very quickly. Very much. Oh, forget it.
How can I remove the plates from those beasts?
Well, that's quite easy. The back plates are only joined to the body around the edges. Just take a razor blade and cut along the dotted line.
Okay, I get it. I'll see if I can find those armor plates.
Alright, I get it. I see if I can find those armor plates. I do have a saved game, Ronan, but I don't really need to learn that glitch. It will not change much about the game, and I don't want to interrupt the playthrough. There is nothing about it that will make me go, oh wow, all of a sudden the game is now way better because I've learned a technique, quote unquote. I want to keep going.
Hello.
Let's set out for the mine.
It's time to drive the guards out of there. You go on ahead. I'll follow.
All right. Now he wants to follow me. All right, there we go. And this actually, I think, is a very nice touch, where beforehand you were following people, now people want to follow you. That kind of an approach to character interaction is a nice touch. I'll tell you what, Ronan. As I progress through the game, I will do a few things, and maybe I will get enough levels to be able to learn everything that there is to learn, and to get the level 2 or get the mastery with two-handed weapons. And if you keep watching the stream and... Oh. What's up, Gorn?
Watch out! Razors! They hunt in packs like snappers, but they bite much harder. We should do away with them. You know me, I like to know what's at my back.
Alright. Yeah, so if you keep watching the stream, and I reached the level 2 mastery with two-handed weapons by the end of the game, then you can tell me about the glitch, and we'll check it out together. I don't know how these razors got here, but they got here. Alright.
Hold on. Do you see all these corpses? You go down to the entrance to the mine. I'll stay here and make sure that we don't get a nasty surprise thrown at us from behind. When you're down there, I'll follow.
Will do. Dead mercenary. Aw, what a pity. I'm just gonna go ahead and loot the corpse. All that ore and all those potions. Gimme, gimme. I know some of you might not approve of this, but loot is loot. Besides, every single stone crusher is like 139 ore. That's a lot of ore. We're gonna have so much rice. Oh man. Actually, looting people here gives you an enormous benefit right about at this point. The Okil, the boss of the mine, he has this weapon. Warrior's Voice. 96 damage. It is one of the top weapons in the game. And you can get it for free. Our top output weapon had 67 damage. This one has 96. And we do have enough strength to equip it. More than enough. So let's put that on. Oh yeah, looking baller. And even though I am untrained, still doing doing two hits with a two-handed weapon like this is going to do a lot of damage. Just from the math alone. Alright, Balaro, that guy that fooled me, now is laying here dead. Give me all of that back. My bread and my cheese. Justice has been served. Man, that sounds really cruel. But yeah, that weapon, holy cow. When I was playing this game for the first time, and I saw people with two-handed weapons, I really wanted the two-handed weapon. And when this plot twist happened, and then I'm like, wait a second, Okil had this huge axe, and then I took it off of him and saw how much damage it does, my jaw literally dropped. Because I think I was wearing that weapon, Stone Crusher or something, or maybe God's Hammer. That's what I was wearing. So this is doing 52, this is doing 96. It's like double. Double the damage. All right. Here are the old camp guards. I'm not gonna speak to them yet. Let's loot that. Oh, come on. Hang on. Whoop. And, let's save the game.
Hey, look at that. It's the traitor that switched camps. You shouldn't have got involved with those losers. You'd still be one of us. You should have paid me when you still had the chance.
You've gone too far. It was a dumb idea to attack the mine.
Seems to have worked, though, and you ain't gonna change that, believe me. Hey, guys, let's take him out.
Alright. Oh! Alright. That's done. That's also done. Alright. Get up.
You won't have much time to be sorry for it.
Ah. Darn it. Didn't get the double XP. Gorn would have
You'll
killed
be
him.
sorry for that.
Okay, so Gorn showed up and actually murdered both of them.
This weapon is now mine.
Alright, hang on. I'll wait for this guy to get up. Yes, there is Ronan. Let's... I'll prove it to you.
Hey, you should have... You've gone to... Seems to have worked, though, and you ain't gonna change that. Hey, guys, let's take him out.
Alright, they got me. I gotta change my weapon. Let's see if this will help.
Hey, you should have...
You've gone too far.
See...
Alright, they got me again. Darn it! See what happens, Ronan? See what happens when you trigger me? I know he hits like a truck, but what can you do?
Put the weapon away! Put it away!
Alright, whatever.
I'm serious! Away with that!
Yeah, that's another little bug. Ow! Ow! That hurts! You know what? I wonder, do I have the Ice Wave spell? Or do I not? I do not. Let's just attack. Alright. We got him. So, we kill the characters, or we knock the characters out, right?
You won't have much time to be sorry.
We knock them out. Now, he picks up the weapon. And I kill him again. And I get experience again.
You won't have much time to be sorry for it.
Okay? He picks it up.
You'll be sorry for that.
And I kill him again. And I get the experience again. Right? That is what I mean by double experience.
I heard you fighting and went after you immediately.
An old acquaintance, but that account is settled.
Good. Open the gate. I'll watch out.
Alright. The way that it works, and I did do it several times. Alright, the way that this bug works is very simple. When you fight the character in Gothic 1, when you fight an NPC and you knock the NPC out, that NPC gives you experience. So these guards, because those are the guards that attacked the old mine, or the free mine, the programmers change it so that they get you double the normal experience. Like these guards, this type of a guard usually gets you 150 experience because they're level 15. These guards are level 30. That's why they give you 300 experience. The way that it works is the amount of experience you get from NPC is equal to their level times 10. So when you knock them out, they give you 300 XP. And when I say knock them out, I mean you don't kill them. And then when they get back up and they say you don't have much time to be sorry for it or whatever, and then they pick up the weapon. Once they pick up the weapon, you can use a bow. You can use a bow, or you can use a spell, and then you can kill them. Not knock them out, but kill them. And that gives you experience again. And this only works in Gothic 1. It does not work in Gothic 2. That got fixed in Gothic 2.
Hands off.
You heard Gorn say hands off, and this is actually important because if you attempt to open this door before these events take place, then all the guards are going to attack you and, well, kill you. So there is such a thing as a double experience. You just need to, instead of denying that something exists and instead of being stubborn, you should question and let people explain before you claim that you know something. Alright. Right now, this is actually gonna be very tricky. Well, I made you prove it, so it worked. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. I did it because you were incorrect, and because you were incorrect, you thought that you knew it. Well, okay, the way it actually works is because you thought you know everything and because you think you're the smartest, You just told me to prove it. And I entertained your incorrect preferences.